Coming up on LUTV News, a prominent St. Charles attorney's death is now under investigation. Plus, the Fort Zumwalt School District is under pressure over a faculty member controversial tweet. And the confirmation hearing for President Trump's Supreme Court nominee enters its third day. Those stories and more ahead on LUTV News. Welcome to this edition of LUTV News. I'm Haley Reeves. Police say a St. Charles County attorney's death is now being investigated as a potential homicide. John Watson was found dead at the bottom of some stairs on August 28th. St. Charles County prosecutor Tim Lomar says initially it was reported as an accidental death. Lomar says that quickly changed once the officers got to the scene and recognized some suspicious evidence. Authorities are hoping that medical examiner report will answer the questions that surround Watson's death. The investigation is ongoing. Fort Zumwalt North High School is in hot water over a faculty member's tweet. Students and faculty members are accusing the teacher for posting a tweet that they say is homophobic. Fort Zumwalt North alumnus Caitlin Bush created a petition to get the faculty member fired that has received more than 2,000 signatures so far. According to the petition signers, this is not the first time this faculty member has been found in a troubling position. Superintendent Dr. Bernard DeBray says the district is taking this matter very seriously. DeBray says he met with the faculty member in question. DeBray has not commented on any possible disciplinary action. St. Louis County's Special School District just announced plans to return to in-person classes. The Special School District Board of Education approved a reopening plan for the district school on Tuesday. The district says the plan involves reopening in phases. Phases 1 and 2 include options for families to choose whether or not they want to participate in the phased plan or continue in distance learning. Students who choose to return to in-person classes will be grouped into 2 groups to alternate days. Families need to make their choice by Monday. The plan will go into effect in November. Straight ahead on LUTV News, President Trump's nominee Amy Coney Barrett tells us about her judicial experience during her confirmation hearing.
Who's most at risk for coronavirus? People over 65, people with underlying medical conditions like heart disease, chronic lung disease, asthma, diabetes, people undergoing cancer treatment, and people with weakened immune systems. What should you do if you or a loved one is at higher risk? Avoid close contact with people. Avoid crowds. Stay home if you can. Wash your hands frequently. Learn more ways to protect yourself and others at coronavirus.gov.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
President Trump's nominee, Amy Coney Barrett, says she vows to apply the law as written. Supreme Court nominee spoke about her experience, and her judicial philosophy nominee Amy Coney Barrett also talked about her family at the confirmation hearing on Monday. Nominee Amy Coney Barrett said that Americans deserve independent justices to interpret laws in the Constitution as written. After Barrett sat in silence for 4 hours of opening statements from the members of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Barrett outlined her approach. Barrett also told senators that she is grateful for Ginsburg's path on the court as a woman. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says that he will be rescheduling a revote on the GOP's COVID-19 stimulus bill next week. He made the announcement on Tuesday. The Kentucky Republican says for the first time there will be a revote on the stimulus bill when the chamber comes back on Monday. In the meantime, President Trump continues to push for Republicans to go big on the stimulus checks rather than taking their typical conservative approach. Opinion polls also show that additional COVID-19 relief is a higher priority for most voters than President Supreme Court nominee. After this week's presidential debate was canceled due to President Trump withdrawing from a virtual debate, both presidential candidates have decided to battle in separate town halls. NBC News announced that they will be hosting a town hall event with President Trump. ABC will be hosting a similar event with former Vice President Joe Biden at the same time. These events will be airing Thursday, October 15th at 7 p.m. Up next, don't let the warm weather trick you. Fall weather is upon us. After the break, Billy Woods will break down what the next week of weather holds for us here in Missouri.
This is Jaina, into the future. Do you remember back when I was in 7th grade? Anything that I would do, she would make fun of me, she would laugh at me, she would talk to her friends and whisper. I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now.
We know that we're asking Americans to do a lot right now. So we're asking everyone to be selfless for others so that we can protect those who are most susceptible to this virus.
A question I often get asked is why should young people care about the spread of coronavirus? Well, we know that people with underlying medical conditions over the age of 60 are at highest risk, but they've got to get it from somebody.
Social distancing is really physical separation of people.
It's what we refer to when we ask people to stay at least 6 feet apart.
Not going to bars, not going to restaurants, not going to theaters where there are a lot of people. It all just means physical separation so that you have a space between you and others who might actually be infected or infect you.
We all have a role to play in preventing person-to-person spread of this disease, which can be deadly for vulnerable groups. For more information on how you can social distance, please go to coronavirus.gov.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother,
Yes.
you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Enjoy the summer-esque weather while you can because the fall weather is around the corner. We all know how inconsistent the Midwest weather can be during the fall and spring months, so be looking forward to putting your hoodies again here soon. As you can see here, a warm front just passed us, which is why we're experiencing temperatures in the mid to upper 70s and why we're experiencing moderate to high winds. That same warm front is why we should also expect some rain this weekend as well. Another reason why we're experiencing a surge of warmer weather, if you look to the northeast, we are ahead of a cold front, and that is pushing through the area. And you can see a black dotted line just to the west of the Mississippi. That is where we're about to get into an elongated area of lower air pressure and a change of wind direction. This will cause some thunderstorms, so keep that umbrella handy, guys. Let's take a look here at the current conditions west of Mississippi. No matter where you are in the St. Louis area, it's a sunny day with moderate wind gusts of up to 15 miles per hour. Currently in St. Charles, it's 80 degrees and sunny. It's 79 degrees and sunny in St. Louis, 80 degrees in Maryland Heights. And a little bit further west, O'Fallon is seeing 80 degrees as well, with St. Peter's coming in at 81 degrees. Enjoy wearing your flip-flops and tank tops while you can because we're quickly approaching hoodie season. Today started a bit cooler in the morning, but quickly heated up with a high of 82 and a low of 54. On Thursday, you can expect some morning clouds and sun in the late afternoon with a high of 61 and a low of 35. Those morning clouds have a chance of precipitation, so make sure to grab your jacket before you head out for the day. Friday would be more of the same with a high of 63 and a low of 39 and mostly cloudy. Looking to the weekend, Saturday will be the day to make plans. We will see the high of 70 and the low of 48. Sunday starts the week of potential rain as a 20% chance of precipitation is present with the high of 64 and a low of 49. Because Missouri being ahead of the cold front, this next week you can expect colder temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s more consistently. That's it for this edition of LUTV Weather. I'm Billy Woods, and now let's go back to Haley.
New apartments are currently being built in St. Charles County. These apartments will be at 1100 block of Technology Drive. They are called Avenue 64 by Watermark. Each of these units will have 9-foot ceilings, stainless steel appliances, and quartz countertops in the kitchens. Other amenities will include a dog park, a dog spa, a swimming pool, and a fitness center. Real estate sources say the project will cost up to $5 million. The apartment complex will not be ready until August of 2022. And here's Will Crawford with the latest in sports.
The MLB playoffs are getting heated. Two teams are looking to wrap their series, while two others are trying to get back into the series and head into the World Series. We'll explain of that and more next on Sports.
With her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out.
Observe a domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now? Yeah.
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Keep watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to LUTV News. I'm Will Crawford. In sports, the American League and National League Championship Series continued last night. The Tampa Bay Rays took a commanding 3-0 series lead by winning Game 3 5-2. On the NL side, the Braves survived Game 2 by a score of 8-7. Both series continue Wednesday night as the Rays look to end their series at 5 p.m. The Braves look to go up 3-0 in the series at 7:40 p.m. In other sports news, the Blues made some big noise during the first week of free agency. Despite losing captain Alex Pietrangelo, the Golden Knights, they did sign other marquee names. Blues agreed to terms with defenseman Torrey Krug and forward Kyle Clifford. Krug's deal came out to be 7 years and worth a whopping $45.5 million. Clifford's deal was finalized at 2 years, $2 million. In Lindenwood sports news, the schedules for both men's and women's basketball plus the Lions football team were just released. To open the season, the basketball teams will start their season November 27th at Highland Arena at Lindenwood's campus, while football opens their unusual spring season at Southwest Baptist University on March 27th in Bolivar, Missouri. And two St. Charles high schools hit the gridiron once again Friday. St. Charles Pirates visit the St. Charles West Warriors for a 7 p.m. kickoff on Friday night. St. Charles lost at Orchard Farm last week, while St. Charles West had a bye week last week. That's it for sports. Let's turn it over to Haley.
Walmart is trying to avoid the typical Black Friday crowds by spreading out their deals. The nation's largest retail store says that some of their Black Friday deals will be pushed online to get shoppers away from the stores, while other deals will be spread out over the course of 3 weekends to reduce the crowds in their stores. This was announced on Wednesday. The store says they will also allow curbside pickup for the first time. And that's it for this edition of LUTV News. I'm Haley Reeves. Thanks for joining us.